What's going on, gang? Baltmatrix here, and today we are taking a look at Cyclonus again. But this time we're actually going to merge up and form Galvatronus. Or Galvatronus. I like Galvatronus better. To start off with, we will remove his weapons, and we will also remove his fins, we'll call them. And his merge, or his transformation into torso mode, is exactly the same as Silverbolt's. So to start, we'll take the arms and fold them straight up with the back of the forearms pointing straight up above his head. Turn his head around 180 degrees and push that back into the body of the figure. Then turn the figure around and fold up the feet into the back of the legs, like so. And then transform the legs like we would normally. And this is the only, as I said in my original video review for Cyclonus, this is actually the hardest part because these tabs do not like to peg in to the peg holes that are located right there inside where my finger is. And that's just normal for this mold. It was a little bit of a tricky or sticky wicket on Silverbolt as well. So come into where the Decepticon symbol is, and you can fold that forward a little bit. That will give you some clearance to get your finger in here in the silver section, and flip up Galvatronus's head. Flip up the Decepticon symbol to form the telltale crotch cannon, and then fold these panel sections over and open up the gray sections on the side for the limbs, or for the arms, and then fold the fists back for the legs. And there we go. Let's get some limbs on him. Here we have Galvatronus. Now, I am missing a limb, but I do have a theory about what's going on with Galvatronus, and I'll get to that in a bit. You can store the little fins here on the back, just like you can in Cyclonus's robot mode. Now, you will notice the figures that I am using are the extra figures from the sets, the ones that Takara is not going to be using, or are not using with their combiners sets. We have Alpha Bravo, Off-Road, and Rook. I have a theory that Hasbro did this on purpose so that the next set that we get, which is probably going to be Bruticus, will have yet another figure that is not really supposed to be there, or is a new figure that we'll be able to add to Galvatronus. Now, Galvatronus has the apparent ability to take over the minds of the combiner limbs, which is really weird. I don't know why, but he does, apparently, so there's that. Now, according to the directions, he's supposed to take 2 of the aerial bots and 2 of the stunticons. And I did that, and I didn't like the way it looked, and that leaves the aerial bot, or Superion and Menasor, without limbs, and I prefer to do it this way. This is just a personal preference of mine. Oh boy, is that Galvatron's head, and that is G1 Galvatron, not one of the Galvatrons we've had in the past, but this is just a fantastic head sculpt, and it's on a combiner too. Just so good. And the overall detailing and molding here on the chest of Galvatronus, whatever, is really good and really reminds me of the original Galvatron and a little bit of Unicron, actually. Overall, the set is really neat, and I like Galvatronus a lot. I think he's a very interesting repaint and retool, and definitely worth it. I do have a little bit of an inkling, though, that this might be reused or repainted as Starscream at some point. You could easily make a King Starscream head here, color this all red, and then make this the other colors of Starscream. And you could easily get a King Starscream out of this, but we'll see if that actually comes to fruition. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video review of Galvatronus. As always, I am Baltmatrix. Ask you to like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to catch my next video review.